It's a new year, so that can only mean one thing.
It's time for those New Year resolutions.
And it's the perfect time to start a new hobby.
Jewellery Maker, Sewing Street and HobbyMaker are here whether you're starting something new or advancing your skills on a current hobby.
With all the tools you need to start, as well as expert demonstrations from our great guests.
Are you starting a new hobby this January? Share your new makes with us by tagging Jewellery Maker, HobbyMaker or Sewing Street using the hashtag NewYearNewHobby.
And watch us every day from 8 AM to 1 PM on Jewellery Maker.
On HobbyMaker, 6 to 8 AM and 1 to 6 PM.
And 8 AM till 1 PM on Sewing Street.
Morning all. Cool, you're up early.
Morning.
Hello, and you're up early.
I know.
I'm so chuffed to see you.
Oh, thank you.
Because normally the 6 o'clock show is just us on our own and then we have a guest at 7. But lovely Pauline, because it's Hunky-dory now at 6 and 7, said she'd come in.
Well, I thought if I'm coming at 7, I might as well join you at 6.
Good point. Now, have you heard the news? Something new that we do in the 6 o'clock show now every morning, Monday through Friday, is we give you the opportunity of winning whatever you buy in the show. So anything you buy between now and 7 in the show, fill your basket, check out, and in the 7 o'clock show, between 7 and 8, we're going to announce who has won the contents of their basket.
Fabulous is
great?
that?
Yeah. So whatever you fancy, and there'll
Can
be
I
lots.
nip off and
If you want
buy
to.
some
Yeah,
stuff?
I'll fill in, sorry. Yeah, anything you buy from this show between now and 7, stay tuned between 7 and 8, and I'll be announcing who has won their basket. You'll basically get a credit on your account to the equivalent of what you've spent in the breakfast basket. And I know, being a Hunky-dory, first couple of shows, we're going to have a very, very busy morning. I did the launch of this magazine the other day, actually, and I can't believe we've still got stock of it because the deal's amazing.
I know. I mean, Hunky-dory must have excelled and get, quite a big amount for there to be some left.
Absolutely.
Because, like you say, it does just fly out that door.
And to be honest, when you look at the price of this, you kind of can't get your head around it. You look at it and go, well, how on earth can they do this for £14.99? It should be over £35 because you don't just get the magazine packed full of loads of inspiration, loads of ideas. You also get 2 card kits. Now, what will they be worth? You also get an embossing folder. You also get a stamp and you also get a die as well. All of that in the box, so it comes nicely boxed if you're going to wrap it up and give it as a gift to someone for £14.99. The other thing, remember, with us at HobbyMaker is cap P&P. So if you buy something now and you come back and buy something at 7 o'clock, something a bit later on in the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock show, you can't pay more than £3.95 for the whole day's orders. They all got kind of put together at midnight tonight and then get dispatched, but you only pay one P&P of £3.95. But yeah, this deal is unbelievable. I mean, you'd pay, what, £7 or £8 for the die that's in there.
Of course.
You'd pay maybe £8 or £9 for an embossing folder.
Yeah.
What would you pay for the 2 card kits?
I know, it's incredible value. And I don't know how they do it, but they do it. And you're getting so much inspiration in the magazine. So you know that from the get-go, the minute that arrives at your door, you'll be able to follow instructions. There's designs, all the instructions there that you get the kits, you can follow straight away.
You're going to pick and flick through the magazine for
I
me.
am,
Let me show you, though, what you're going to get in the card kit today, because you're actually going to get perfect peonies, and you're also going to get a beautiful homegrown card kit as well. Now, I've put them both together here, but you're going to get a lovely selection. You can see on the screen there the papers and the toppers. I mean, look at these country scenes, the lovely country cottages, country houses.
Lovely.
Isn't it beautiful?
And the colours are really nice as well.
They are gorgeous, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So you get 2 sheets of each of the toppers in both of the collections. Then you get your printed cardstock and your printed and foiled cardstock as well. So let's just have a little flick through all of these. This is all adorable scorable, by the way, as well. So if you want to cut them, if you want to just score them, double-sided papers as well. You're getting a selection of double-sided papers there too. I mean, this is phenomenal. All in here. and at an absolute steal of a price. So it's a great introduction if maybe you've never made cards before. This is everything that you need in here to get started. And also, what I love as well is the fact that the card kits are featured in the magazine. So if I just grab the magazine for a second, if I just go to the first few pages and flick through, you can see straight away there are projects in there featuring the homegrown collection, featuring the perfect peonies as well. So you can literally copy these if you want to and make beautiful cards right from the get-go. And page after page after page, you get illustrations, inspiration, design ideas, what you need to make the card, from the adhesive right the way through to your foam pads and that sort of thing as well. But look, absolutely packed full of ideas, colouring ideas. You've actually got some three-dimensional projects that you can be making in here as well that we've actually got in the studio for you. How to make a bird hotel, how to make a wheelbarrow, a 3D wheelbarrow. There's a downloadable template selection, so you can actually download and print those off. That's in there as well. But if you have a little look at the three-dimensional ones on the front of the table here, you can see there's the bird hotel just there. There's the bench. And there, as you can see, is the wheelbarrow over there as well. So how to make those is in the magazine too. And then this is where it just gets unbelievable, because you get all of these 3 extras included with the magazine today. So there's your embossing folder. Now that's got to be, if that was in a shelf or on a stand or something for £8.99, you wouldn't think, oh, that's expensive. So
No, you wouldn't.
let's say that's £9.
It's very detailed, yeah.
Yep. And then you've got the beautiful stamps that you can see there as well, with the wellies and the flowers growing out of them. And then you get that lovely happy birthday die with a little butterfly there as well. All in the box, all in this magazine for £14.99. And if you buy this now, you might, if you stay tuned to us, you might see me say your name and say you've actually won your baskets. You might actually get this for nothing if you buy it right now.
Yep.
So one person will get the contents of their basket refunded to them. You can win the contents and the value of your basket. In the 7 o'clock show this morning, we'll do the announcement, but it's something that you purchased in the 6 o'clock show today, okay?
Well, it might be Fiona or Sue.
It could be, because they're in already. Hello, morning to Fiona.
Good
in County
morning.
Durham. Fiona's checked out already.
Yeah.
Sue in Somerset is in the ordering process at the moment. Hi, everybody. Whether you're an accomplished card maker already, or whether this is your first kind of forage into card making, or if you've got maybe a grandson or granddaughter or a friend or a neighbour that knows that you make cards and said, oh, I wouldn't mind giving that a go. This is the perfect introduction, isn't it?
It is. And if you think, I'd love to try out Hunky-dory, you've got a bit of everything in here.
Yeah.
So you've got a whole selection of the Moonstone dies, of an embossing folder, of Hunky-dory card kits, and the beautiful, adorable scorable. So you can try on a small scale.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know anybody who's said, no, Hunky-dory is not for me. Everybody who tries it comes back for more.
And to be fair, the way Hunky-dory look at this, you might think to yourself, how on earth can they afford to do it for £14.99? They don't advertise on TV or radio or anything like that. This is their way of saying, OK, you may not have used us before, or you may not be familiar with Hunky-dory. This is a way of giving us a go. And if you like what you see, which you will, hopefully you'll come back and buy some things from us in the future.
Definitely.
So this is like their advertising budget, really.
Yeah.
So if you want it, it's GNHD24. GNHD24, and one of you may well win this, because one person will have the actual value of their bag or basket refunded, and we'll announce that between 7 and 8. Okay, so buy anything in the 6 o'clock show between 6 and 7. It's well worth setting your alarm every single weekday morning. Tune into 6 o'clock and see what's there. Buy something, you might have that lovely surprise that it's been refunded for you in the latest show at 7 o'clock. But Susan's checked out already, so's Fiona. Sue in Somerset's in as well. I've got some finished cards here, Pauline. Shall I just have a little flip?
Yeah, it is lovely to see the inspiration.
Yeah.
And see just what you can do, because it's another incentive for if you're just sitting on the fence and then you see what the teams have done, and it's lovely.
Oh, I'd love a house like that.
Me too.
Look at this. This is the embossing folder. So you've got that beautiful floral embossing folder with a little bit of a kind of a messy ink background, which is really effective.
We'll do a technique with the embossing folder
Okay,
a
great.
bit later.
Look, just a simple
It's
little
just
ditty
so
card.
lovely.
Isn't it gorgeous? I'm into my little cards at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Massively. I don't know why, but I just love them. Here we've got an easel card. There we are. Aren't those wellies cool? Wellies they're trendy now.
They are. I know my daughter has got some real funky ones.
Oh yeah, funkier the better. So these,
my welly days from having the horses are well and truly over. And the dogs. Oh, yeah.
Wow. This is from the card kit, of course. So you're going to get actually on each sheet at least like 5 or 6 toppers. And of course you get the frames, which you can just pop out. They're all die cut. You don't have to fussy cut them or anything like that. But gorgeous images. And this is a lovely one. This is actually the embossing folder that's been fussy cut.
Yeah.
And then set with a little faux pearl in the middle. So you can do all sorts with your embossing folders. Ink them up, use them like letterpresses if you want to. Emboss parchment or vellum, emboss mirror card or mirri is always fantastic.
If you're embossing parchment, put it through with a couple of sheets of copy paper.
Yeah.
And it will stop the cracking.
Okay, good tip. And that's actually embossed acetate. Who'd have thought?
That looks lovely.
Doesn't it? Then we've got the bird cages here as well. Loads of you coming in for this morning. Remember, you could win it. Whatever you buy between now and 7 could be refunded to you. And we'll announce that just before 8 o'clock this morning. But yeah, these are just some of the ideas of what you can be making from that card kit. And these are actually the actual projects that are featured in the magazine as well, aren't they?
They are,
So,
they are.
You fancy
I think they should be featured in an estate agent's brochures because they're all so lovely. Everybody would want to live there.
Now, we've got everything on the show on pre-order, what we call pre-order. So if you go to our website and you look at the show and then just see what's in the show, everything is there. We've got the Trim Me pads as well for trimming your inserts down to the size that you want. We've got the perfect verses as well. So they're in the show. So whatever you buy in the show, you'll be in the draw then to hopefully win your basket a bit later on this morning. And a bit later, we've got the launch of brand new concept cards as well.
Yeah.
So that's in the 7th.
And actually thinking houses, that's something that's coming up. Yeah.
Home Sweet Home.
Yeah.
That's coming up at 7 o'clock. Should we have a little look in the mag?
We will, yeah. Now, this magazine is different from the usual Hunky-dory magazine because this is done in conjunction with the publishing company and Hunky-dory. So in here, you will get not only ideas from our team, but from the publishing company's design team as well. Okay. So you get a little bit of everything. And we're doing a get to know our Dan. That's Big Boss Dan, Hunky-dory Dan.
We hear about him, but very rarely see him.
Yeah, he's always there behind the scenes. So we have, a rundown of what's in there, some of the project ideas, and then, as we've just seen, in the flesh, so to speak, and even the circle one, how to do it. It is beautiful. It really is. We've got. I'm going to whiz through because I don't want to,
give away too much.
Give away too much because I say give away. You want something to find in there when you get it. But remember dinosaurs we recently had on?
Yeah.
So that was from our Rachel. But there is lots and lots. Over 78 inspiring projects.
There's competitions in there as well. You could win £500 worth of Hunky-dory goodies.
Absolutely.
I mean, even if you have got the kits, obviously, that they're featuring in the magazine, the first few pages, but even if you haven't got the other kits that they're talking about, just take construction ideas and building ideas, how to put what where, how to get the dimensions right, how to mix colours, all that sort of thing as well. It's all featured in there.
Yeah. And then some, a little review of some of our Hunky-dory Moonstone dies in there. And there is how to make
the wheelbarrow.
The wheelbarrow.
And the templates, they're actually downloadable. They give you the website address and the link to get the templates, which you can print off.
Yeah, it says on here, a template downloadable from Craft World. So, you've got all the details there to do that. So it is a nice project.
And they're free as well. But
Think of Mother's Day.
Yeah.
That would be lovely.
Absolutely. A little bottle of perfume in there or something like that would look lovely. Or my mum lives for a garden. So that's a perfect little...
Could put some seed packets in there.
You could do, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So let's just
lots
recap.
of opportunities.
I know hundreds of you, if not thousands of you, since this launched, I think it was last week. The first magazine of the year, that's Hunky-dory's own magazine, this is the one that's kind of done in conjunction with the publisher. The first one of the year sold out in, I think it was 2 shows.
It doesn't surprise me.
It just went... Phew. We've got a lot more quantity of this though, so hopefully this goes some way to make up for that early sellout if you missed out on the first one. This one, remember, is the new one that only launched last week. Very, very busy, and we don't have masses of it left. Remember, it comes boxed, so it is actually a gift as well as a magazine. It comes in a cardboard box, as you can see there. And inside that cardboard box, you've got the magazine. And what would you pay for the magazine? £6, £7, something like that? You've then got 2 card kits. You've got perfect posies and, peonies, and also homegrown. So you've got the kind of country cottage theme on that one, and then the floral on the other. You get all the cardstock and the double-sided papers, inserts, all that you expect to get in a card kit, but a smaller version. Then you get the embossing folder. That's going to be worth £8, £9. You get the die. That's going to be worth, what, £6, £7? And then you get the embossing, then you get the stamp set as well. That's going to be worth about £5, £6 too. All of that for £14.99, and you could actually get it for nothing. If you buy something from this show between now and 7, we'll do the draw just before 8 o'clock to see if you have won the contents of your basket. Like that idea. Can we do a little demo?
We can, yeah. We'll start off with those beautiful country houses. I've got an A5 card, and I have, well, I started off with an A4 sheet. I've scored it down the centre, and then if you score it then at 7.5, we've got a large easel card.
Yep.
Right?
Lovely.
So that's to start with. So then I've taken this glorious cardstock, which is so lovely, and I'll just check I've got the right one for there. And
it's exactly the same quality as if you were buying a standard full kit. There's no skimping on the quality or anything?
No, absolutely. This is adorable, scorable. The inserts are the same. The paper's the same. We don't do an inferior quality to put with a magazine.
No.
It's always the same.
Good.
Right, so out comes the glue.
Construction glue.
Yeah, it's been in my cold bag overnight and in the car, so it just had to warm it up a little bit there. It was like me, didn't want to get out of bed this morning. Right, okay. So we'll pop that on there.
Lovely.
All right.
Yep.
Now, in the card pack, you've got the double-sided paper, and look at this. Isn't that the most beautiful paper? You've got weeping willows, beautiful, a tree, the gorgeous country cottage with the picket fence around it.
That looks like a gated estate, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It was always my dream to live in a double-fronted house with the door, and I did get one. I'm not there now, but I did get one.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, yeah. Right, okay. So with this one, I'm going to put this smaller piece on here. So you can see I've not matted and layered. It's just going direct on because I think it doesn't need it. There's so much going on that we're quite happy with that. So we're popping that on there, okay? We'll leave that for a moment and we'll go to the front. Obviously now we want to put something on here. So I've got a piece of card the same size as the folded A5.
Okay.
I've got another piece of the other end of the card because this you got on an A4, it was like this, okay? So we're going to pop this on here. So again, and you can see how little glue I use, very, very little.
And construction glue, I believe, is in stock at the moment. You get 6 bottles, I think it's for $11.99. Add it into the show, add it into your basket. It might be free later.
And then I'm going to do the same again, but with a bigger piece, okay? And again, this glue, you can see I've used it on cardstock. I'm using it on the paper. I'm going to use it on the insert, and it all works so well. Right, so that's on there. And then this is going on the front. So obviously, I only want to put adhesive on this bottom half so that when it stands up, it's right. And you'll see that then, when it folds down, it's the same size.
Yeah.
So we'll put the glue on here. We'll put it on here rather than on the back of there in case I overshoot it and make it go further up, and then you'd have all glue on the back.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
There. So pop that on there. Just line that to the bottom.
Because that construction glue does give you a little bit of time to get it in exactly the right place.
Just enough time, yeah. Just enough time. Right. Now, before I carry on with it, because we obviously need a stopper and we need something to top on this, I'm going to open that up again. And when this is open and you lift it, you see, and I'm going to put...
I'll put the insert there.
The insert, and I haven't cut it to size yet, because I'm going to put it on the top one there. So it'll be upside down in there, but when you open it, it'll be there.
Right.
And I just need to take a little bit more off. Because trimmer, that's what I want. Okay, so I want to make sure...
is on the show. So if you want the construction glue, it is £11.99, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
£11.99 for 6, so £2 a bottle. It's literally Pauline's hero product.
It is, absolutely. Right, so I'm taking a slither off the bottom so that I don't cut into the roof. So I'm just going to go just a little under the 7.5, and then we've just got the top of the roof in there. And then I'm going to take, let me see if I did, yeah, that's fine. Okay, put that out of the way. So then I'm going to put this. Now I could put it there, but I'm going to put it there because I think it looks better. Personal choice. Oh, I just caught my glue then before it tipped out. There we go. Just spread that bit. It's obviously warmed up in here. It's very warm in the studio. Right, there we go. So we pop that on there. I'll leave that to dry for a minute. There's a fraction still once. I'll trim that up in a moment.
Okay.
Right, so now the front. So I've got the matching topper. Well, they all match really, don't they? They all go.
And all the toppers have got frames around them as well, all die cut.
So I'm leaving the inner one on because I like it. And we're going to glue that down flat. But what I'm going to do, now you can do this with your tape, I'm going to put the glue so it goes over the seam of both. That way I know it's not going to separate. It shouldn't anyway, because it's held together with pips. And then we're going to get some narrow pads. And it's lovely to show you this because you can see how they bend.
So you've not cut that to size?
Not cut it.
Actually buy them that shape and size?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you see how lovely it goes around the corner.
Yep.
And it's only the paper on the top that's creasing. What's the sticky underneath is absolutely fine. So.
And this tape, obviously, is great to raise up your frames, but it's also brilliant for making shaker cards, anything like that.
Yep. And we'll just put a little one.
And Hunky-dory have got their brand shop on our website, of course, as well. So anything Hunky-dory you need, all those essential things, scissors, any of the tools that they do. Because they don't just do car kits. Hunky-dory do all sorts. Dies, embossing folders, scoreboards, award-winning scoreboards. It's all on the website if you want to have a little look.
Right, so we'll remove the backing off here. And like you say, Dave, if you are going to put inclusions and make a shaker card, just make sure that where I've left gaps, you would make sure that that is seamless, that there's no gaps in it at all. Right, so now that will fit, and there's no right or wrong way up on this one. So that's now going to fit so that it looks recessed in there. And then we are going to put a stopper. So you've got this on here. Now what I want to do is just take that tiny bit off the edge because I just want it to go across there. Always take that, or do it first and then snip it on. Snip it on, snip it off. Right, so let's put that about there. But of course we want pads on that.
Yeah, want to raise it up.
To raise it, otherwise there's no point in putting it on. So I've got the narrow pads here, so I'm going to take 2 in one go. Okay, and on this one, let's cut this in half. See, don't waste anything. And we'll pop that one on there. Yep.
Lovely.
Remove those. And these are, you know, simple cards, but just by changing a shape, because what I've done on the front of this one, you could do on a flat card.
Yeah, totally.
But sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of a a dimension, something going on. Let's just take that one off there. Make sure if you've got words, this one says for someone special. And then we're going to put it sort of in the lower third there. Then we've got Home Sweet Home. Now, because I've raised this, what I want to do is put a little bit of foam just on each end and not in the middle.
Okay.
Otherwise it'll make it wonky donkey, and
You don't do wonky donkey.
we don't do wonky donkey. Well, I often do wonky donkey, but it's
Unintentional.
It's not. Yeah, it's never my intention to start it like that. Right, there we go. So those on there, and then we can go on here, Home Sweet Home, and then we've got one more little circle with the matching house, and we can pop a little bit of foam on that one. And let's put it down here. So I'm just going to butt it up to where the foam meets, so that it's level. And then, because I can't cope with that, Dave, I wouldn't sleep tonight.
Don't want a bit of white showing at the bottom.
Yeah.
No.
So that's got to come off. Always check. It's like I tell you to do these things and then I haven't done it myself. So always check before you stick down. There we go. And we just take that away there.
And there it is.
And there
Finished.
is our card.
Look at that. Isn't that lovely? The sort of house we'd all love to live in. Maybe you do, maybe you're lucky. Fab, isn't it? That could be Pauline's house. It's not, but it could have been.
Yeah.
Now, we've got lots of other things in the show as well, but if you want that magazine, I'll go through everything in the magazine again for you very, very soon, just in case you've just woken up. We've also got the Trim Me pads available in the show. And remember, anything that you buy from this show, you'll be in the draw to win your basket, basically. We'll announce in the 7 o'clock show if you're the lucky winner that's actually won what you've bought for nothing, basically. This is the Trim Me pad. Now, these are all foiled. This is the silver version of it. There is a gold version on the website as well. But this is the special moments, and this is only $9.99. Now, the first thing I want to show you is, obviously the insert is printed in the middle with the silver foiling, as you can see there, okay? But on the back of each sheet, you've got these graphs. Now, they're printed in grey, so they don't actually show through the paper, but they're all the different popular sizes of card, 4x4, 3x4, 5x5, 5x7, A5, 8x8. And if you follow the guidelines and trim it from the back, you'll always end up with a sentiment slap bang in the middle of your paper. Very, very clever. Now, this is special moments. So you've got all of the actual messages that are listed on the front here. So you, at a glance, you can see exactly which is which. So you've got here, you've got, I hope this card will brighten your day and help you feel better in every way. To the world, you are a mother. To our family, you are the world. Good luck on your new journey. It's only just beginning. Today's a good day for champagne, congratulations. A thank you note from me to you for who you are and what you do. So really, a verse for every sort of occasion, whether it's a celebratory one, a get well soon message or whatever it might be. Your new journey is only just beginning, and they're just beautifully printed with foil, and the paper quality is stunning. It really, really is. So an insert that you can trim to whatever shape and size you want for the project you're working on, and you get a total of 42 sheets in here, and that says, Dad, I know you loved me as long as I've lived, but I've loved you my whole life. Oh, so sweet. So something for Mum, something for Dad in there as well. A thank you note from me to you for who you are and what you do. Gorgeous quality. I mean, the paper quality, Pauline, is amazing.
It's fabulous. It really is.
There we go. So if you fancy that, 42 sheets of that.
One of the best inventions, these Trim Me pads.
Yeah, such a clever
Fabulous.
idea. ISHD 86, £9.99 for that one. And then we've got a similar sort of idea with the perfect verses, in that this time you've got 6 different designs on each sheet. There we go, or 4, beg your pardon, 4 on each sheet. So, like, for example, here this says, good friends are like stars, you don't always see them, but you know they're always there. It's not happiness that brings us gratitude, it's gratitude that brings us happiness. So, really lovely verses in silver and gold, I think, or was it just gold? Silver and gold, yeah. So silver's at the back, gold's at the front. Age is merely a number of years the world has been enjoying you. Oh, wow. May this day be the beginning of a beautiful year filled with wonderful moments. So you can trim those. You can actually use your dies to die cut them out if you want to as well, or trim them out with a trimmer. So they could go on the front of cards, on the inside of cards. You get 24 different verses, but you get 48 sheets. So 4 times 48, that's nearly 200, isn't it? It's about 192.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, about 192.
Yes, it will be 400, yeah.
448.
Yeah.
Yeah, 192. 192 messages, basically, in that pad. And what's the price on this one, Ellie? What's the price on Perfect Verses? It should be $9.99. $9.99 if you'd like that. We're having an issue with the graphics, so we'll try and get the details up for that fairly soon for you. Shall we go on to the dies? Okay, we'll get details of that for you back very, very soon. Now, there are also Moonstone dies in the show. Now, that's the brand that Hunky-dory does. Now, we're going to do which one first? We'll do the pairs first. Okay, let's do our layering dies first of all then, shall we? So we've got these, and these are lovely. These are double stitched, and what we mean by that is there's actually a stitch, like a faux stitch, on both sides of the cutting line. So if you're cutting out an aperture, you'll have a faux stitched edge to it. If you're cutting out a topper, you'll have a faux stitched edge on it. So these two together are just $34.98, and they're big dies, these, aren't they?
They are, and the stitching makes them look very elegant.
Well, they should be $39.98. Today, you get both of them for £34.98 with the double faux stitches.
That's really good.
It is, and we don't have many. So there's limited quantities on this.
I'm not surprised.
Now, to go with the faux stitching, we've also got the same sort of idea with the letters and the numbers. Now, this has been historically massively, massively popular. You can obviously cut cardstock and paper and all sorts, but for personalisation, this has also got the faux stitching around it, so that would tie in beautifully, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and it makes it look, you know, a little more special.
Yeah, it
when
does.
it's got, rather than just a plain letter.
If I turn it around, it's easier to see actually on the dies themselves. You can see those little dashes, and they're just going to emboss into your cardstock and make it look like it's been stitched. So here comes your price, $24.98, gets you every letter of the alphabet. We've only got a few of these remaining now as well, because these were on the earlier shows last week too. And then you get your numbers. So we're going to give you both the letters and the numbers together. You've got your ordinals there as well, your RDs, STs and NDs and all of that. And you've got your and a dash as well. So both of them, it's everything you need really, isn't it? Mm. Yeah. $24.98 NTHD 91. That's the product code if you want that one. And again, these could be free. You could win your contents of your basket. Whatever you've bought in the show between 6 and 7 enters you into the draw. And whatever you put in your basket and checked out with, you could be the winner that gets it refunded. You'll get a free basket, basically. One of you will. We've also got the faux stitching on the butterflies and dragonflies and the flowers as well. This is another double.
Yeah, it's a lovely set of flowers as well. And you can never have too many butterflies.
No.
I mean, everybody loves butterflies. But the flowers, you've got a real good assortment on there.
Yeah.
And again, to have the stitching on, it just gives that beautiful finish.
Just gives it an extra bit of dimension, something a bit different.
And if you ink them, it tends to pick up that colour really well.
Yeah, stand out, doesn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely. So there you go, and you get some lovely kind of construction ideas and design ideas on the front of the packaging as well. Now, if you want, we've also got the swatches, the patches. Now these are really cool.
They are very, very
these.
nice.
These are right up my street. Now we've
Well,
got these.
yeah, especially if you're into your art journaling, your scrapbooking. Mm-hmm. These are really useful dies to have.
But look as a background on a card. Oh, we haven't got these. Okay, these have sold out, all right. But if you go for the big bundle, if you go for the big bundle, you'll have everything. You'll have those 4 patches. You get the Hessian, you get the, almost like a rattan effect, like a garden furniture effect on that one. You'll also get the bubbles, and you'll also get the hexagons, like the honeycomb. So they're going to be in the big bundle. So are the butterflies and dragonflies. So are the flowers. So are the letters and numbers. And so are the frames. Now, imagine, if you buy this, it should be $126.90. If you were to buy them all individually, that's what the price would be, $126.90. We've given you a £30 discount, and you could win these. put them in your basket, check out and buy them, it could be you that wins the contents of your basket. What a great morning that would be. $32.30 is your first split pay of 3 if you want to spread the cost over 3 payments, and just put them in your basket now and check out, and we'll get them to you as quickly as possible. And you can always get in touch. Margot, hello Margot.
Good morning.
Margot messages in most days, great to know you there. Margot says, morning HobbyMaker, I've got the alphabet and numbers, they are very neat and a great size. Thank you Margot. Like any other Moonstone dies, they are ace.
They're top quality, they're really, well, they've got Hunky-dory's name behind them, so there wouldn't be anything else.
No,
to
exactly.
say.
Brilliant. And if you're wondering how Margot did that, all she did was go to our website, hobbymaker.co.uk, and it says contact the studio. There's a little bar there underneath the price, and you can send a message, send it, it's free to do that. Ellie, our producer this morning, will see it. She'll pop it up on the screen like she's just done for Margot. There it is, look, just on the right-hand side, under where it says add to basket. There we are. Just tap a few words, say hello. Any questions, any comments, like Margot said, send it, and it's a free message, and we'll put it on the screen. Get involved with the show. And you can do that in any of our shows. You really can. DEHD 19, if you want to treat yourself to all of those dies, you'll love them, you really will, and that's on split pay as well. And don't forget that magazine, it's just after 6:30. If you want the magazine, we still have stock, but it's going very, very fast. Now, it could be that your alarm goes off at 6:30. And you're just waking up and having breakfast with HobbyMaker and Hunky-dory. Pauline is here for this show and also the next show at 7 o'clock as well. But this magazine is unbelievable value for $14.99 because you're going to get, let's just go down what you get as extras really. You get a happy birthday die. You've got a beautiful floral embossing folder. You've also got, as well as that, what was the other thing? The stamp set as well. So the stamps, embossing folder and die, what would you pay for that? 20 quid, 25 pound maybe for all of that. You get then 2 mini card kits. You get 2 sheets of each, 2 sheets of toppers, 2 sheets of printed cardstock, 2 sheets of printed and foiled, and also your inserts and double-sided papers. All of that with a peony theme and a homegrown theme with the country cottages. And then you get the magazine itself, which has got, of course, competitions in there. You've also got downloadable templates, so you can make those 3-dimensional birdhouses, benches and wheelbarrows. But all of that in a box for less than £15. Now, in these times where everything's going up, I think you'll agree the value for money on that is absolutely crazy, and you could win it, okay? GNHD24, Amanda straight in and checked out. Morning, Amanda. Phyllis Mary in Lincolnshire, you've got it in your basket at the moment as well. If you've just woken up, alarm's just gone off, treat yourself to that. We'll get it to you in the next few days. There's 78 projects in there, and a lot of them feature what you get in card kits.
Yeah, they do.
So you can instantly get crafting, instantly get card making, straight out the box. All you need really is a bit of double-sided tape, a pair of scissors and some glue, and you're well away. You really are. All right, should we have a demo?
Okay, well, I'm going to bring the embossing folder in.
Yeah.
And I've cut a piece of our Ink Me card, and it's 6x4. It fits really nicely in there.
Perfect.
Or you can do bigger and then trim it to size. We're going to take the embossing folder, and if I just put it on the card, you can see, you will get a side with the raised flowers, and then these ones are more flat. So when you put your card in, the raised side is going to come through into that pattern there. Okay? What we're going to do is take ink pads, teal, electric blue, and holly green. Okay?
Yeah.
And I am not going to worry about contamination because there's not really going to be. But what you would do is go with your lightest colour first, not then put your dark into your light.
Right.
Okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the blue, and I've got a brayer here. Now, I'm just making sure that defluffed it, and I'm going to hold it in your hand if it helps. Okay, so I'm going to just roll some colour, and it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
Okay, what you can also do is put some on your silicone mat and roll it through, but just for today I'm doing that. Now what I'm going to do is on the raised side we're going to do something different. So I'm going to just put randomly a bit of that colour. I'm going to go onto the teal. As I say, I'm not cleaning up, but I'm just putting, this is very random, but we'll have some teal okay? Now, because I'm using a braid, if I went in with the colour, I'd get it on all the base.
Right.
And I don't want it on the base, okay?
You want it just on the raised bits of the
Yeah,
wings and that sort of thing.
And then I'm going in with the green. Okay. And then we can go in. Can you see how even if the colours blend together, it's fine?
Have you got a bit of time before it dries?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's on a non-porous
Oh, right.
surface.
Right, yeah.
So that will always help, okay? I've got a couple of places. I haven't got any paper, but you see a little bit of ink there?
Yeah.
I'm just going to wipe that bit. You can always trim that bit off, okay? Right, so now, move that to one side. Let's just put those back on and out the way so we know, we can see what we're doing, okay? I'm going to take my paper or cardstock. I'm going to put it on there, lift that up and drop that over, okay? I'm going to get my plates. Now you can use the embossing rubber mat. You don't really need to on this. Just try and hold that in place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope the card doesn't slip.
Yeah, switch on your machine, that really helps. And then pop that through, run, okay. Oh, I'll tell you what reverse. Do you know what, it doesn't want the...
It doesn't want the shim, does it?
It doesn't want the shim. Let's take it out. I forgot to keep my finger on the reverse. Okay.
So all you need really are the two plates.
The two plates.
Okay.
Okay. Take that one out. Pop that one back in. Just try and sandwich it before it moves.
You know your plate formations for your machine. Every machine's slightly different. There we go.
There we go.
It's
It'll
happy
tell
now.
you, usually it will tell you, if it won't go through, don't push it.
No.
It's telling you it's wrong. Okay? And then we take that away.
Oh, this is looking cool.
And we do the big reveal. Ta-da! And there you have,
So you've used it like a letterpress now, yeah?
like a letterpress, yeah. So you've got the colour all beautiful on there. But we can go a stage further because let's take the teal and I'm going to, do you know what, I'm going to put it on here because I can clean it up. Okay. And I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm not going to complete this because we've got other stuff. But I'm going to pick up the colour and then you can actually colour in.
Oh, wow.
I have a little bit of leakage with this brush. So, and you do this on watercolour card as well.
Yeah.
Now, what I can also do, because this is our Prism inks, I could spray it with a tiny bit of water, not too much, and I could let it bleed out
Yeah.
a little bit.
That would look lovely.
But this is like, this will be your debossed side, okay? But you can see how, see I'm getting a little bit wet again on there. We just want to pick up a little bit. But yeah, do it and then let it dry and then just go in with a little bit more. But then you can get the idea.
That letterpress technique is fantastic. Imagine
See, there's your embossed side.
Yeah.
Yeah, your embossed. And that's on your debossed.
I mean,
Just trim that.
imagine how long that would actually take you to do if you were sketching it. Quite simply, if you were sketching it using, you know, a pen and that sort of thing.
And it also
forever.
looks like you've stamped it, doesn't it? But it's so pretty. I mean, you could obviously trim it up, but you could use it, put some ribbon across, cut it into squares, put it on a card. But I just think using the different inks to get different tones, it looks quite effective.
And that embossing folder you're getting in the magazine bundle for £14.99.
And they just
Absolutely.
put that in the sink to clean it up.
It's incredible value, it really is. And if you've just switched on and you're waking up with us at HobbyMaker, we've been here for about 45 minutes already. You've got another 15 minutes to put in your basket what you want them to check out. And then basically everyone that's bought something between 6 and 7 goes into a drawer, and our call centre at random selects one of you to win the contents of what you've checked out, okay? Win your basket, win your breakfast basket, but you've got to have it in your basket and checked out before 7 a.m, all right? So if you want the magazine, if you want the trim me pads, if you want the dies or whatever you want in the show, it's got to be in your basket and checked out before 7, okay? Now, if I just look at the Special Moments pad again for a second, this is the Trim Me. This is very, very popular. You could be winning this, as I said. 42 sheets in here. Now, this is, I think, one of the cleverest ideas to come out of any craft manufacturer for a long time, because you've got the graph on the back. This is about 20 pence a sheet it works out to, because you've actually got 42 sheets in there, and all of the verses are printed along here. You've got something for mum, you've got something for dad, general congratulations, special moments that you need, you know, messages for during the year, all printed beautifully and foiled spectacularly. Now, this is silver. There is a gold pad on the website unless it's sold out, but this is the silver one we've got here today. Good luck, your journey is only just beginning. Julia has actually bought 2 of them. Julia in the West Midlands. Morning,
Well done,
Julia.
Julia.
You bought 2, but you might get them free if you check out before 7.
Can I just mention, Dave, as
Yeah.
well, with the grid on the back, you've got the size 8 by 8. You still trim it. You still trim the edge.
Yeah.
Okay, but it fits in an 8 by 8 card with a border.
Yes.
That's specifically sized. So once you've trimmed to the size printed, they will fit on. And the other thing I do is I always stick those down on all 4 sides, because you don't want anybody to lift it and see the workings out on the back.
Exactly, absolutely right.
But they are beautiful. You could use your stamps on there to add a little bit more detail.
From me to you, for who you are and what you do. Really
That's
lovely.
lovely, that.
And again, the paper quality really is obvious. As soon as
Yeah.
you touch it, you can really, really feel the quality of it. And this is suitable for absolutely everybody. I mean, they've got the dad and you've got the mum theme there, but the rest of them are totally kind of unisex.
They are.
And really appropriate. So $9.99, you can add inks to them and effects to them if you want to. ISHD86 is the product code here. But remember now, if you've ever tried to cut an insert and you've gone a bit wonky, it's gone a little bit off center or whatever, this is going to make sure that you always get the perfect verse in the middle of whatever size you choose to trim it to. Whether it's a 4x4, 4x6, 5x7, A5, 8x8, and as Pauline just quite rightly said, it will fit inside perfectly any of those size cards. $9.99, lots of you going for more than one of these, but remember, if you put it in your basket and check out before 7, you could get the message a bit later on in the 7 o'clock show that you've won the contents of your basket. That's what we do every morning between 6 and 7, giving you, whether you've spent £10, whether you've spent £200, doesn't matter. At random, the call centre computer does the draw, selects one of you, and then you haven't got to pay for your basket. It will be free. Lovely. So back to the magazine again. Let me just quickly run through this, because we did do this about 6:05, but I know lots of you maybe haven't been awake for that long. Let me just show you the card kits you're going to get, because you get 2 mini card kits. I say mini, you're going to get 2 sheets of toppers in each one. This is the homegrown, so you've got at least 4 cards that you can make out of that, possibly more. This other one, you've got at least 4 cards there as well, which you could probably stretch even further. Yeah, I do too. Beautiful, absolutely lovely. And then you've got your peonies as well. So you get a homegrown theme with the lovely country cottages and gardens. And then you've got the floral theme with the butterflies as well, with the peonies and the wellies, the birdhouse. Again, 4 cards you could easily get out of that. Probably another 4 out of this one as well. And then you've got your cardstock, printed and foiled and printed, 2 of each, that works beautifully with the main topper set. There's your printed and foiled. So they're all A4, but they can be trimmed, they can be scored. Adorable, scorable, the quality is there. Then you've got your double-sided papers. That's the one that Pauline used in the demo a few minutes ago. That's what's on the reverse of it. You get 4 of those. Then you get your inserts. I think you get 8 of those in total, inserts. And there's more of your cardstock, okay? So it's 2 mini card kits. So you're basically getting half the quantity of what the full card kit normally would be, but twice with the peony and the homegrown theme. And then, of course, the benefit of that is that those cards, or those card kits, are featured in the first few pages of the magazine, so it all works together. Then you get the die, the stamp, and the embossing folder. Embossing folder that we just used in the demo, that's in there. Also, the stamps are for the wellies and the flowers, and then you've got the happy birthday die in there as well. All of that in a box, $14.99. It's absolutely incredible value for money. It should be $35.96 if you are paying what you should be for the stamps, embossing folder and die. But no, you get the whole lot for £20 less than what you should be spending, over £20 off, down to $14.99, and the possibility of getting it in your basket and not having to pay for it if you're drawn as the winner in about an hour's time. GNHD 24. All the other things in the show, have a little look at the website. It's all there for you. The Trim Me pads, you've got the perfect verses, you've got the die selection as well. If it's in your basket and checked out, you're in the draw. Right then.
Now, I heard our director, Adam,
Yes.
go, ooh, when we saw the bird cage.
Right.
So I'm using the bird cage.
Okay. Bird cage is a fashion.
It is. Now, also, at home, I ran out of my 8x8 Ink Me card.
Right.
Ink Me card blanks.
Yes.
We've got the whole set on the show.
Actually, can we do this, Ellie? Can we just show you this? We've not mentioned this in many shows. This is a bumper bundle of card blanks in every size you could ever wish.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I had to make mine out of the adorable scorable A3 pad, but here you've got a whole set.
Now, you've got over £45 worth of value here. All of the card blanks are pre-scored for you, so absolutely perfect scoring, so you get a perfect card blank every time. You've got a total of 100 300 GSM Ink Me card blanks with the envelopes as well. So that works out to 25 pence per card blank and envelope in all those different shapes and sizes. So if that's something you struggle to do and you'd love to have as a stash, put this in your basket and check out. Again, you could win this in the next hour, but check out your basket for that ICHD 29.
Now, this is the card that we always use.
Yeah.
Say on this occasion, I got my A3 white adorable scorable pad out,
Yep.
and I made my own, but those are the ones that we usually use.
Good.
Right, so birdcage insert with a little bird on,
Yep.
we've popped in there, and then I've cut a piece of the background, 8x8, no matting and layering on there. Okay, so we're going to go on with that. So glue or tape, whatever you choose. And we're going to put that straight on level on there. Okay. And then I'm going to take, now I've trimmed, you see this was on here, that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I've trimmed that off. Just make sure I'm back to opening. This is going on this end. But that could go straight on a DL card.
It could.
So I'm just going to have a little bit. Now I've trimmed this up to 8 inches. I'm going to have that little bit of border so that we can see what's going on there. Right, now put that to one side. I've got here a piece of the paper with the poppies on, and I think it doesn't really matter which way around. I'm going to choose that way. I've also got another piece, but I've turned it over onto the pink side, which matches the paper, the card.
Yeah, perfect.
I've got a frame from one of the toppers, not this one, but I'm using it with this one. And I've got a sentiment. Now the sentiment is going on a pad. There we go. And it's going, if I bring my, I'm going to lose a butterfly, but it's fine. And that's going to go, sent with bright and beautiful birthday wishes. It's going on there. Right, so now this frame. So first of all, I'm going to take, I've put pads on my frame. Okay. Now what I want to do is showcase this, but I want to put some more paper behind. Okay. So I'm going to pop that on there, and then I'm going to trim up so you can't see it. So I'm going to, what we call undercut. So you just go round,
So you put your
but put your scissors
like
at an angle.
Yeah.
So you're cutting not level with the frame, under it.
Right.
Because you don't want any to show, okay? So if you get your scissors flat, you can usually just do it. I mean, how quick was that rather than cutting all the way around
It doesn't matter if it's a
the
bit rough
edges?
because you can't see it.
Yeah, okay. So now we can put that flat in there. So we've got a different paper, right? Now, if I was going to put it on there, I'd have wasted my time doing that because that's that pattern. But what I'm going to do is put this paper on there. No matting and layering, doesn't need it. There's enough going on. But that fits lovely on there with a nice border. And then this is going to go on the top.
And all because you cut down that A4 printed card that's in the bundle, the adorable scorable. So don't think of it as A4, think of it as lots of choppable elements.
And there we go.
Stunning.
Very, very easy card to make.
Well, it's nearly 5 to 7. You've got another 5 minutes to select what you want from this show. Check out, and basically it'll be on its way, and you could win it. You could win the contents of your breakfast basket. I'll announce the winner in about an hour's time, just before we say goodbye at 8 o'clock this morning. By the way, if you want to go for the premium magazine today, that is absolutely flying. I know the card blanks are flying as well, but the magazine has got the 2 mini card kits, the embossing folder, the stamps and the die, plus the magazine for £14.99, which is crazy. Now, if you do want the card blanks, there we are, the Mega Mix card blanks, 100 of these pre-cut and pre-scored card blanks, a blank canvas basically for you. They should be over £40. We're doing them today for £24.99, and you get all the corresponding envelopes as well. So you're always going to have the right card blank for the right envelope. And then, of course, you've got the Hunky-dory toppers from the card kits that you can stick on there. You'll love them. £14.99 though for the magazine, £24.99 if you want the cards. If you go for both of them, that'll be a little short of, it'd be just under £40, which is what you should be paying for the card blanks. Now, the die bundle, quickly, we have got them available as duos, apart from we don't actually have the swatches, all right? If you go for the big bundle, you're going to get the 2 sets of nesting dies. So you get the beautiful frame shape, that one, which works profile and
big
landscape.
dies, those are.
They're huge. And these are the double stitched ones. You've got a stitched embossed detail on the outside edge and inside edge of the cutting edge as well. So great for your apertures and great for your toppers. So you get those. You're also going to get your letters and your numbers. This could be free, remember. If you put it in your basket and check out now, you might get this given back to you if you win the contents of your breakfast basket. There's your letters and numbers. Then we've got the flowers and the butterflies. Now, these are all available as duos, but they're all in the big bundle. Loads and loads for your money, and that's got the stitch detail in it as well. And then you've got the patches. Now, this is the only way you can get the patches. They were available as a set of 4, but they've sold out. But if you go for the big bundle, these are going to be included with your purchase as well. £96.90, under £100, and on split pay means if you want to spread the cost, you can do interest-free. First payment today of £32.30 plus your P&P, and then the next payment in 4 weeks, final payment in 8 weeks, or pay in full today if you want to. It's entirely up to you. Right, we're going to take a short break. Pauline's going to stay with me because we've got a brand new launch from Hunky-dory. Their concept cards are brilliant, aren't they?
They're beautiful.
And we've got about 8, 9, maybe even 10 different concept card themes, but a brand new one, Home Sweet Home, launches in a couple of minutes. Good luck. Check out your baskets. I'll let you know if you've won the contents of your basket in about an hour's time. HobbyMaker are live from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day on Sky Channel 670, Freesat Channel 807 and Freeview Channel 73. You can also watch on YouTube via some smart TVs, your computer and phone.
It's a new year, so that can only mean one thing.
It's time for those New Year resolutions.
And it's the perfect time to start a new hobby.
Jewellery Maker, Sewing Street and HobbyMaker are here whether you're starting something new or advancing your skills on a current hobby.
with all the tools you need to start, as well as expert demonstrations from our great guests.
Are you starting a new hobby this January? Share your new makes with us by tagging Jewellery Maker, HobbyMaker or Sewing Street using the hashtag New Year New Hobby.
And watch us every day from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Jewellery Maker,
On HobbyMaker, 6 to 8 a.m. and 1 to 6 p.m.
and 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. on Sewing Street.
Here at HobbyMaker, we love seeing what you've been making, and it's our job to keep you inspired. So how does a £100 credit to your HobbyMaker account sound? Every month, we're going to be giving away a £100 credit to one lucky HobbyMaker's account. And all you have to do to enter is simply send a photo of your crafty makes to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. We will be picking one winner each month at random, and we'll announce the lucky winner on air in the 5 p.m. show on the last Saturday of every month. So what are you waiting for? Get crafting, get motivated and get inspired with HobbyMaker.
If you've recently missed your favourite show on HobbyMaker, it's really easy to catch up on our website. Simply visit hobbymaker.co.uk and click TV Guide. Here you'll be able to choose any show broadcast in the last 7 days, which you can watch, pause and rewind at your convenience. And to make shopping even easier, any items featured in the show will appear underneath. With HobbyMaker's Catch-Up, there's never a reason to miss out, no matter what time of day.
My name is Anne-Marie and I am the creative manager at Hunky-dory Crafts. Hunky-dory are the UK's premier papercraft manufacturer, and we design and manufacture all of our papercraft goodies back at home in Preston. We do lots of papercraft products as well as Moonstone dyes. We have our Prism range of colouring mediums like watercolour pencils, alcohol markers, waterbrush pens, and we also have our very own range of stamps called For the Love of Stamps. We're really looking forward to bringing you all of our brand new product launches as well as our inspirational demonstrations, which we just know the audience love.
Hello everybody, good morning. It is HobbyMaker. Enjoyed that last show. Thanks to Pauline for getting up extra early and coming in. She's sticking around actually for this show as well. But remember, if you've bought anything in the 6 o'clock show, you could be winning the contents of your basket. In this show, I'll announce the winner in about 50 odd minutes. Now we're staying with Hunky-dory, and I know there's an army of fans of Hunky-dory out there that only ever buy Hunky-dory cardstock, only ever buy Hunky-dory dies. What we've got for you today, and I know this is going to be right up your street because this is lovely. You've actually got a brand new launch of a concept card collection from Hunky-dory, all about home sweet home. Now, concept card, what's a concept card? Well, basically, it's everything you need to put together a card and make something really stunning and spectacular. You've got enough here to make 12 home sweet home cards. Now, Angela's already in without even seeing it, so that's how much you love Hunky-dory and how much you want this. XEHD37 is the product number, XEHD37. So 12 cards, only £14.99, so it's about £1.20 to make each card. But if you look at these finished cards down the bottom here, this gives you an idea of what these can look like. They are stunning. One of them's even like a beach hut. But you can make 12 cards just like this. All the elements that you can decoupage up, they've all been die cut. All the sentiments you can just pop out of the carrier sheets as well. Now, if I just get all the sheets here, just grab it and have a little flick through. You even get the envelopes to put the card in as well, because obviously sometimes concept cards aren't a conventional size. So you need to have the envelopes to send them to whoever you want to. So it's a bit like building a Wendy house. Reminds me of those kind of Wendy house days at school. I mean, that could be a garden shed. One of them is a beach hut, definitely. It could be a new home card for someone that's just moving out, maybe someone that's emigrating or just buying their first home, whatever it might be, or renting their first property or anything like that. But it's basically, you get the building blocks to make the house into something spectacular. You can put your own twist on it, of course, as well. well if you want to. Make it more personal. It's all been double printed, both sides, so the back and the front's just as beautiful as each other. But all of this is die cut to make your easel cards. So enjoyable to do it. You know, where you've got extra elements there like footballs, you've got kites that could be flying, you've got little trikes as well for the kids maybe in the garden, you've got the watering can, the kind of barbecue, the garden fences as well. So you've got the house blanks and then all the decoration that you can build up and make it into a project that's relevant to the person you're making the card for. We've got all the lawnmower, the trike, the wheelbarrow, the table and chairs, the white picket fence. Every house loves a white picket fence, I'm sure. Well, you can have yours on here. So all of this, only $14.99. Hello, Francis. Hello, Linda. Hello, Joanne. Angela's already checked out. And you can be making beautiful cards just like these here. And there is a space where you can write your message, of course, as well. But if I just turn it around, you can see even the back of the card is just as beautiful as the front of it. I mean, that one is a home, or that could be like a palace with a crown over the door, like that. Next to that, you've then got what looks like a beach hut. And then the next one, very grand, like a manor house, very smart, with a bike outside. I love the fact you've got all these extra elements, Pauline, so you can kind of make it relevant.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can, if you wanted, take elements from different ones, depending on what you want to go on them.
I mean, you can
I
put
think
the
that's
bike outside the beach.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, we've all got, I'm sure, people in our lives, and you look at those elements and you think, okay, well, the wheelbarrow is appropriate or the lawnmower is appropriate. You know, put what's appropriate to the person you're making the card for on the front of the house. But, you know, think of those milestone occasions during our lives, when we get married, when we have milestone birthdays, when we get our first house. Now, Linda's bought two. Linda in Kent has checked out with two of them in a basket for less than £30. Linda, you've got the potential of making 24 of these concept cards. But these are quite simple concept cards, aren't they?
They are. They are. The basis of them is all the same, unless you choose to, you know, go rogue.
Yeah, which we
will be doing.
You will be doing,
of course.
yeah.
But we'll start off with how the instructions, you know, put
And you do get
together.
full instructions as well.
You do get full instructions, yeah. So on here, you've got, you know, what you will need, which is basically a card base sheet, a card front sheet, and an element sheet. And then foam pads or silicone glue, high-tack tape, and a score tool, which is optional because your scores are done for you. But if you burnish them with a score tool, you're going to get
a better result.
Precision scores.
Because, basically when you're folding a scored line, sometimes they can maybe stick up a little bit like that. Because they're spring in the cardstock, but if you've then got a burnisher or a bone tool, you can go over it and make the crease even sharper, and then it sits in the easel a lot better. So it looks fantastic, doesn't it? Really fun, personalisable, absolutely. If, like Pauline said, if you want to go rogue and really kind of use the elements in a different way, it's entirely up to you. There are lots of you that love the concept cards as the instructions dictate, which is fine. You can follow them to the letter, or if you want to do your own thing with them, of course you can do that as well. XEHD37, very busy for this, and it's the launch this morning of the brand new Home Sweet Home collection. What are we doing first then?
Okay, well, I'm going to start with the Playhouse because I think it's so nice, and I think if you wanted to send something to a grandchild, it's perfect, or for a child to send to a teacher. I think that's a great idea. So I've taken out the base, I've got the front, and then I've taken some of the elements, not all of them, but some of the elements. So we've got a bit of grass, we've got a door, and we've got two windows there. That's the window I want to match the door. I'll pop that out from the other one. Oh, there's just so many options. And then the eaves of the door there as well. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is let's just fold. Okay, so we'll just give them a tweak. Okay, just so I like to do both ways, and you can feel where they are. If you do both ways, it loosens them up. Can you see on the back there, if I turn that over, you've got the Playhouse, no girls allowed, it says.
So is it like a Wendy house?
It could be like a Wendy house, yeah. Right, okay, so then we're here we've got a fold here. Now I am going to burnish that one, okay? And then we've got another fold there, which I am going to fold there, okay? And then another fold, and I'm just going to take that one backwards for a minute, okay? So what we want is now turn that the other way because I want that one that way. And what we want is for that to come up, right? So we're going to make that stand up. You see, this is what helps when you do them both ways.
So is that going to be like the little stopper?
We want that to stand up.
Right.
Yes, Dave, you've got it in one. That is going to be the stopper, okay? So what we've got then is when we attach that to the door, okay?
Yeah.
That is your stopper, okay? So what we need on the back is a bit of tape on here.
Red liner tape is perfect.
Red liner tape, super sticky, and that fits just in there. Okay. So then we can peel that one off like so. Oh, there we go. Overshot there a little bit. And then we can pinch that up, okay, together. Just make sure that's stuck. And then we have our little stopper there. Now that stopper there is going to have the grass put on there. So you can either put tape on there or you can put it on the grass.
See, I think this bridges the gap between card making and model making. It's a little bit in between the two, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And these are ideal for you to, go rogue as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can have such fun. So we'll take that one off there. Okay, the instructions are there, but you'll find your own way of how you want them to do. Now your grass has got the foiling on, but it's got, if you look at it from the other side, you will see grass as element as well.
I'm just have a think back to your childhood. What was the first thing you can remember drawing? I think at primary school, the first thing I remember drawing was a house.
Yeah, yeah.
4 windows.
Now you've got another fold there. So what we're going to do now is put some tape on this one. There we go, on the back. And then we go, and then we're just going to pop that down under there, like so.
And you can add all sorts of embellishments of your own as well. If you've got anything like flower soft, that kind of faux flowers.
Yeah,
grass
absolutely. Effect. So we've got the grass on there. So let's take the door, well, the front, the house front. And then we've got the eaves, which I've put pads on. You don't have to. They could be glued straight on. My cover doesn't want to come off. Okay, where we go? Oh, I've got that off. Right, okay, so then that can go on the front. If you want, just lift it up and get that in place. Yeah. A little bit too much pad there. I'm going to just take that bit away if I can, because it will just overhang a little bit. So you might want to put your pads, if you're using them, on the green rather than on the eaves. And then the door. So we've got the door. Now do we want it opening that side? Do we want it opening like that? I think like that. I quite like that. Okay. Now the window, I'm going to put pad on the back of there because I think it'll look nice just raised up a little bit.
And just so you know, you've actually got 6 designs, 2 of each.
Where's my window gone?
You've got the crafty hut, you've got the Wendy house, you've got the townhouse. There's all sorts of different houses.
Oh, I've lost my
Garden
window.
shed, beach hut, it's all in there.
Let me get it off the other card. I've dropped it on the floor. It's early morning. Right, I'm just going to put that on the back while I get that out of there. Okay, but you have You know, you could put the fence up if you want to. Right, so the window is going there. And the door, I'm going to glue straight on. Some glue. But you can raise it up if you want to.
Now this is very, very popular this morning. I'm not surprised. It's brand new. Whether you want to make garden sheds, houses, beach huts, craft huts, whatever you want, and how you embellish them is entirely up to you. You get loads of embellishments in the sheets, all die cut and printed for you.
Yeah. Now, to attach it, I'm going to go to good old faithful tape.
Yeah.
On here. Because wet glue will take too long to dry.
Mm-hmm.
But I think to sit with the kids, the grandkids, to do these are real fun.
Absolutely.
And everyone can do it differently. Okay, so we're going to pop that on there like so. Oh, there we go on there. And you can see now how when I said fold that backwards and forwards, so it then, do that one as well, that one wants loosening, there we go. So we're getting there, so we've got, oh, right, you know what they're like when you do a folded card? They always want to spring back the other way.
That's why it's a good idea to use your bone folder, make the creases sharper.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, okay. So then we're going to look at what we're going to have on the front. Now, do we want it to be a little girl's or a little boy's playhouse? Let's do boys.
Let's do
how
boys.
about we're going to have the little trike, the real nice chunky trike.
You've got
Okay.
a kite, you've got like a sketch pad, an easel with some chalk. Yeah, the trike's there.
Yeah, and this is where it says, like, if you wanted to use a glue gel, you know, you can, or you can go in with your pads. I'm using the fine pads here, the ones on the multi-strips, where you get the different sizes. And then we're going to pop that on there. Okay, and this bike is going to go there on the grass. So you see now how it's coming forward. I'm going to turn it back round, guys, save you doing it. There you go. Okay, so the bike is there, or the trike, I should say. How about no girls allowed? Will we get in trouble for that?
Nah, you'll be
Let's
right.
do it. Let's do it.
It's a boys' den. They're allowed to say things like that.
And the girls have got a she shed.
Yes.
I'd love a she shed.
I thought you have one.
No. See,
You
that's my
craft it.
lounge.
Oh, is it? That's your she shed.
Right, okay. So no girls allowed on the door. We could have the kite. Right. Some naughty little boy has been playing with the kite and he has got it stuck on the roof.
You could actually use a little strip of acetate and have the kite like kind of dangling.
You could, absolutely,
That would
you
look cool.
could. Right, so the kite is, look, oh my word, it's stuck on the roof. And then what about a blackboard? Let's
not?
put the blackboard. So it's playtime, they've been playing outside. We'll put a pad again. These little square pads and the round pads are ideal. So that will be down to the bottom there. Okay, and then by the bike, we'll have to have a ball.
Of course.
You can't have a boys' shed and not have, or playhouse and not have a
You
ball.
could have a ball going through the window. Oops. Couldn't you?
How lovely
How
would
many
that be?
little horrors have done that.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay, so the ball's going down there, like so. And then also what we've got is a number of greetings. Let's say you could go on and on. So let's have a look. Have lots of fun today. I think that would be the appropriate one. We've got round ones as well, where I'll show you in a moment. So let's put a bit of glue on this one here. And we're going to pop that on the grass there. Have lots of fun today. Then when we open it, see you've got the, let's have this one. To a brilliant little boy.
You could actually write a sentiment in that circle or put a little topper in there or whatever.
Yep, so we've got to a brilliant little boy, and we'll just, you know, all the ones that go together, because on the back it's all the same kind of thing. So that's on there. And then, you know, you could write on the back, write on the, do you actually need to write on it? Right, so come forward a little bit. So there
it is
our little house. And it is so lovely.
Isn't that great?
It's such fun, it really is. And then we open it up and you can put whatever inside. You know, you could, you know the sentiment books we've just had?
Yes.
You could put something in there.
Absolutely.
From the sentiment book.
Well, let me
But then if I just turn it round, Dave, when you look at it from the back, you've even got that.
Yeah, it's all double printed, and actually at the back is printed, but the front is actually printed and foiled. Let me just show you all the elements to start off with, because these are across all the themes that the houses become or the sheds become. So you've got the gardening theme, you've got the boy and girl theme up there that Pauline was using a few minutes ago. You see the foiling on there as well. But if I just turn it round, the back is printed but not foiled. So if you want to use that side rather than the foiled side, it's entirely up to you, but they're both all double printed. So you get a couple of those with the garden theme and the boy and the girl theme. Then you've got the garden theme again going on with the trike, the wheelbarrow, the lawnmower. You've got the picket fence down there as well, the curtains at the window. Yeah, you've got your topiary, again, double-sided for the printing. Got a wooden door there too. And then you come on to the actual houses themselves. Now, as I mentioned before, you're going to get 2 of each in 6 different designs. So there's the kind of playhouse that Pauline was using a few minutes ago. If I just show you, that's the back of it. Oh no, beg your pardon, that's the inside of it. And that's the actual back of it, there we go. And that's your beach house. Oh, that's a craft hut, beg your pardon, that's the craft hut. So you've got the sewing machine in there and all that. So you get 2 craft huts, 2 of the playhouses. And then you're also going to get your garden shed as well, which could be a man cave, I suppose, if you wanted it to be too. And even the sentiments, even those are printed on the back as well. You've got, there we are, various elements that you can enjoy using. And then we come on to, there's the garden shed, we come on to the townhouse. And then, as I said before, you've got the beach house in there as well. Playhouse, garden shed or greenhouse. So, yeah, not just houses, but different sorts of structures for different sort of people in the family. And it's something a bit different. But because you've got all these elements, you're not going to make exactly the same card as someone else that's bought this kit today. If you'd like this, it's brand new from Hunky-dory at £14.99, and you can make 12 of them. Quite a few of you this morning have gone for 2, and you are going to get your envelopes as well that the cards will fit into. You get 12 of those in the bundle as well. So really affordable for £14.99, and you could probably sell those for £3 or £4 each, I would have thought. No trouble at all. XEHD37. Now, we've also got the Springtime Adorable Scorable. Now, Adorable Scorable is the bendy ink technology that everyone loves about Hunky-dory. But every season, Hunky-dory put together some beautiful printed Adorable Scorable. Now, this is only $14.99, and you're going to get 48 sheets. Now, that, to start off with, is right up my street. The musical notes, I love them. And you're going to get 2 of each of these, okay? Or is it 3? It's 30p a sheet it works out to. I mean, they could be hundreds and thousands. If you get in closer, you can probably see they're slightly different colours. And that could be kind of cookie dough or whatever, if you wanted it to be. It could be little balloons floating around. I love this one as well. That's my probably my favourite of all of them.
Absolutely love that one.
The honeybees, get 3 of that one as well. Love the colourway. Then you've got your harlequin in the green. You get 3 of them. The tropical plants and leaves.
It just so happens I'm using that one in the next step.
Oh, okay. Now that, to me, looks like a stately home.
Isn't it?
Yeah, like a stately home.
And it's also,
wallpaper.
if you turn it round, Dave, it looks like hearts.
It does. Valentine's
So
Day.
Valentine's.
Mm-hmm. Now that's like marbling to me. Or maybe you've cut through like a geode or something like that.
Or paint pouring.
Yeah, could be, absolutely. That reminds me of like, almost like you're blowing
Blowing the clouds.
Blowing the clouds away. Look at this daisy. Isn't that lovely? Dark blue background, bright white and yellow daisies. That's like a plait. Then we've got the, almost like you're looking into gemstones, the facets. Really dramatic and beautiful. Look at that floral. Isn't that lovely? 48 sheets for
That's my
$14.99.
favourite.
Yeah, I remember you saying, like the country cottage.
Love
and this
that.
is like wood panelling.
It is.
Really gorgeous. And it's all adorable scorable, so you can make boxes out of it, crease it, score it, bend it. It's not going to crack. And then the last one is your purple animal print. Oh, there's one more. There we go, that one again. So $14.99 for 48 sheets is amazing value for money, delivered for just that one cap P&P of $3.95. That's what we do every single day, whether you're watching us in the morning or the afternoon, doesn't matter. HobbyMaker only ever charges you one postage for the whole day. If you've ordered 25 things, it's still just $3.95 to get all those 25 orders delivered to your door. NCHD 68. Now we've also got some foiled adorable scorable as well. Now that's this here. Now this is stunning. Edge to edge foiling in lots of different patterns and lots of different designs, but again, it's still adorable scorable.
It is, yeah.
Look at the beautiful gold butterflies on a purple background. That looks almost like a fabric, doesn't it?
Yeah, it could, I mean, that could be used for Christmas, no problem.
It's exactly
What
the same
I
as
love
that one.
about this is you're getting the same design but two colourways.
Yeah. So you get two different colourways in the same. So that script, which is upside down. I remember you did a show with me and you chopped into that
Yeah.
and cut them out as cubes. You could do that if you wanted to. There's your lattice in a purple and a green. Then you've got your lovely ditzy floral in pink and purple. Now, all of the cardstock that we've got on the show is 350 GSM. There you've got your dotty design. That's actually been embossed as well as foiled in two different colourways. There's your pink butterfly. We have the other butterfly at the beginning. Lovely, lovely quality. There's your diagonal lines. Then you've got your stars in blue and orange, or blue and yellow, sorry. Then your champagne glasses in like a lovely champagne taupey colour. And there it is in like a very light grey. Florals in the blue and the green. That's like a faux stitching effect on that one. Really lovely in a green and grey. Cupcakes. And there's your love hearts for Valentine's. Absolutely perfect in a lovely blood red and pink. And lastly, you've got your, like a ticker tape parade, like bows just floating in the breeze in pink and blue. So you're going to get a total, how many sheets do you get in this? I can't remember. 32 sheets in total, 350 GSM, all printed exactly and perfectly for £14.99. That's HMHD 85. HMHD 85. Now we've also got the stamp in the show as well. Now we've got one stamp for you. And this is, home is where the best memories are made. Now, again, imagine using that with your inks, but also using it maybe with your embossing powders as well. This is normally £7.99. It's a nice big stamp. LGHD 38. For the love of stamps is the Hunky-dory brand of stamping, and we're dropping it to under a £5 note. Just £4.99 for that, and if you've already bought something today, remember that's a delivered price for you because you don't get any more P&P charges until tomorrow. So LGHD 38, if you want, home is where the best memories are made.
Dave, that's a perfect stamp.
It is.
To stamp, colour, put in a frame and sell at your craft fairs.
And put it in the hallway at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, or in the lounge, dining room, it looked fantastic. Yeah, so yeah, if you do make to sell, which I know a lot of people do, especially at the moment, looking for extra ways of making a bit more income, then yeah, having these for sale at craft fairs, I'm sure they'll fly, they really will. Yeah, beautiful. LGHD 38. Right, what do we want to show us next?
We're going rogue.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to
This
mix
is where you
it
take
up
a concept card and do something different with it.
Yeah, bit of chopping it up. Okay.
Okay.
So what I've got here is the cardstock that Dave, by absolute chance, had just been showing you.
Yep.
Not planned at all. And I've got an A5 card, and I've cut this just a fraction under so that I have a tiny, tiny white border, just to make it pop a little bit, because sometimes it's what you need, and sometimes edge to edge is fine, but just that, see that tiny little white border? It just gives a finishing edge. Now, I'm going to take the one that looks like a greenhouse.
Okay.
Okay, which if I bring it over is this one here. And I thought, well, yeah, it looks nice, but I'd like to see through my greenhouse.
Yeah.
So what I've done, and if I get my knife, I've almost finished it. I've taken it to the next level by taking away, I'm leaving the top bit. So what you can do, if you don't think you can cut the lines straight, just cut in a bit and then go in with scissors. Now, it's early morning and I'm using a blade, so I should be okay. But
No safety net.
more tea helps. More cups of tea would help. No, not ones that Ellie makes. Ellie off the telly is brilliant, but not when it comes to tea.
Oh no. Oh dear.
I've outed her now on live TV.
How can you go wrong with tea?
Well, the thing is as well, she does it very strong.
Oh, okay.
She put 2 tea bags in when Ruth done it. What she's trying to do is make it so bad that Ruth never asks her again. We've got you sussed, Ellie. We know what you're doing.
Double caffeine kick as well.
Yeah. Right, so when you've cut those out, we've got the roof. So you want the foil side.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another thing I've done, I've taken the door. Let me get these. Okay. Taken the door. Then I have gone on my scoreboard and I have gone in, wrong side, foil side up, and I've just scored down that edge and give it a fold.
Okay.
Okay. Looks odd, I know, but bear with me. Okay, right. Bit of assemblage. So this is the way up, but if you put that on there, yes, it looks nice, but if you turn it over, you've got all the bits that you can see.
Got the Barbie in there, I think.
Yeah.
Barbecue. Yeah.
Which I quite like, but also I don't want the holes. So I've taken a piece of acetate. Let's put it on there so you can see it, okay? And here now I have put our fine double-sided sticky tape roll. Crikey, I've never used so much sticky tape, have I, Dave? For ages. So we're going to take this off here.
Well, someone's just messaged in to say that cuppa you described with 2 tea bags sounds perfect to them.
Oh my goodness, builder's tea. I can't. I have it right.
Whoever sent that message, Ellie's on her way.
I like it not strong, but not milky.
Right.
Right. Couple of swirls and out. I like a particular brand of breakfast tea. Not spoilt girl or anything, but
You're not fussy at all then?
no, not me, Dave. I'm not a diva. So yeah, and then so it's nicely coloured, but it's not strong.
Right.
And it's not milky, but it's got enough milk in it. So yeah, it's like when Ellie says, "Shall I make a cup of tea?" We go,
Thanks for the offer, but
it's nice of you, but right, okay. So I'm going to stick that on there, and I'm going to go down to the edge, and then I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut. We're going to undercut again. Okay. So can you see just taking that away? Mm-hmm. Let's go under there, and then down. This time I'm just going edge to edge because you're not going to see it. Okay. Right, so we've done that one.
Just let everyone know, we do have about 6 or 7 other themed concept card kits in the show. If you have a look on the website, they're all photographed there for you. If there's one in particular you want to see, just let us know and we'll show it to you. But they're all there. There's lots of different themes, butterfly themes. There's roses and flowers. You've got all sorts of different themes for different needs. Message in and we'll show them to you one by one, or just have a little look there, see what takes your fancy. They're all the same price, $14.99. We'll make 12 cards, but they're all different, as you can probably see. They're different themes.
Right, for the door, I'm going to use red tape because it's super sticky.
Okay.
And we're just going to put it down where that score line is. Okay. Keep with me, girls and boys. I'm getting there.
I'm with you. I ain't going anywhere.
Right, so now we're going to pop that. So we've got a nice open door on our greenhouse. And then we want to put this on here. So I'm going to go with, now because I've got it on acetate, I'm going to go with red again. Mm-hmm. And basically, even if it is a tiny bit too wide. You're not going to see it,
No.
really, in the grand scheme of things. So we'll just put some of this around here. And I just think it's nice that you can actually use the back and see items in the greenhouse. I think
Yeah,
it works
nice touch.
really well. Right. I think I can get away with
I suppose if
just
you've got
around the edge.
if you've got someone in the house that always goes that it's their greenhouse, it's their shed or whatever, you could always take a picture
Definitely.
of their greenhouse with the door open or shed with the door open and superimpose that, put that behind the asset.
That's a brilliant idea, Dave. Brilliant idea. Right. Oh, we need to put a bit around the top because we've got to attach that bit. We don't want it any openings. Right. So a little bit more here. Okay, so I think we're all right there. So just remove then this red backing. Oh, it's always early mornings, isn't it? You can't get anything to work, including me. Right, nearly. Oh,
You're doing brill. Oh, by the way, we've got a wildlife one coming up in a minute that if you're into your lions and tigers and things like that, you'll love.
oh, is that the Savannah one? Oh, it's
yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. Okay, one more. There we go. So this now is going to be stuck onto here. And if I pop that on there, like so, we've got our opening door on there. We're going to pop this one on here. And I'm going to put pads on this one because I think it's nice to have a little bit of dimension, as you know.
I love the fact you've got everything covered. You've got the townhouse, you've got the beach hut, you've got the garden shed, the greenhouse, the playhouses as well. It's all in there. 12 cards you can make. But this is Pauline putting her own spin on it, not following the instructions, as it were. But
I know,
sometimes
it's I can't help it. I see concepts and I think, oh yeah, lovely. But what else can we do?
Yeah. I mean, some people love the concepts and other people like to do their own thing. And whichever camp you're in, this is great.
Yeah. So we're going to start to look at the card now. Now, look at that. So what I've done, off one, see, this is off the same thing. But what we can do now is we can cut a piece of grass. I'm going to cut it more than I want. And then we can glue that to there. So I'm going to put that down and put that on the top where the crease is there. So it looks like, I'm going to actually bring it down to the edge. That looks more like it's coming up the garden path, doesn't it? But talking of garden paths, let's just do a wiggly, let's do a wiggle.
Yeah. Give it a bit more.
Oh, look at
character.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we want is, hang on, tape on the back of there, tape on the front of there, that's it, get it right, Pauline. So tape on there, and a bit more just there, and then we can put glue on the back. So we'll take this bit off here and we'll pop that on there like so, and then a bit of glue on the back of there and all the way up and down there. So, oh look, we've got overhang.
Oh, no.
Oh, can't have overhang.
Don't do overhang.
I've always said I'd love there to be an overhang shop that I could go to and get all my overhang taken off. Right, so we've got that on there. And of course then we want some details, don't we? So let's get the grass. No, we'll start with the fence.
Okay.
Okay. And while that glue's still wet, before it dries properly, what I'm going to do, got a little bit of paper there stuck. There we go. Right? Cut this in half down the centre. Little bit of glue Make sure I've got foil side up. A little bit of glue under there. A little bit of glue under there. Now this one's going to be longer than I need, so push that under, look, because it doesn't have to be equal as long as it's level. Okay. There we go. And then the grass. See, it's just this is just playing. It really is. We're going to cut it again.
You reminded me, I've got to clean out my greenhouse. We used it as a dumping ground for all the boxes at Christmas, and they're all piled up in there. Time to clear it out and get ready for spring.
Many, many years ago, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was, see, you could, if you wanted, you could raise that up. And I was almost due. It was an Easter Monday, and it was late. It was the she was born on the 24th of April. And that is really late for Easter. And I was potting seeds, little plantlets from seeds up in my greenhouse. And it was an unseasonably warm Easter as well. And I kept thinking, oh, I've got to come out of here. I was actually in labour and didn't realise it. Yeah, yeah. So greenhouses have a fond
She could have been a greenhouse
memory.
baby.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's really warm in this greenhouse. I don't feel right. And it wasn't. It was me being in labour.
Wow. I love these. I really do. You're loving them as well. Remember, enough to make 12 concept cards. Don't let that word concept put you off. Basically, you can follow the instructions and make them as they envisaged you to do it, or you can do what Pauline's doing right now and making it up completely and doing it in a totally different way. So if you're adventurous and you're very crafty and you don't like to follow kind of rules as such, then go rogue with it. If you want to follow them step by step, you can do that with the instructions that's inside the kit as well. You get 2 of each, and there are 6 different types of houses, from houses through to beach huts, craft huts, greenhouses, playhouses for the kids, with all the elements on the sheets as well that you can personalise it. So I think they're great fun.
We've got tomatoes in a pot, and you can see the placement of them will be different every time.
Yep.
Just however you use it. We'll pop that at the side there. Right, okay, we're going to go with this one, the workbench. Okay, and we're going to pop this bit out. And have we got another bit there? No, that's fine there. Oh, it's the side bits, there we go.
Oh, just to let you know, by the way, if you bought something in the 6 o'clock show this morning, I've got the winner to announce in about 10 minutes of who's won their basket.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Right, so then let's turn that over and let's put a pad on there, one at the top there.
It really kind of brings it to life, giving it that dimension.
Yeah.
Makes it pop.
And then we're going to put that over the fence, like not over the fence, but you know what I mean. And we've got one more that we could use, but I'm not going to use it with this one. And then what we need is have a blooming lovely day would be lovely for this one. Okay. And we'll pop that up there like so. And then on the inside, we could put enjoy your retirement. That would go nicely.
Got a few years to go yet. Only a
Pop
few.
that in there.
Yeah.
And there we go.
How cool is that?
With the open door.
That's Pauline's take on the actual concept card, making it her own, putting the acetate in to make it look like glass. Lovely touch. $14.99 to make 12 of them. You get the envelopes as well. But this is, if you follow the concept instructions, this is how the team envisage these will look. But again, you can do totally different things, as Pauline has just shown. But here we've got 3 of them made up for you. So this one is, this one here, that was the craft room, I think, in the middle. This one, was that a craft room? Yeah, that's the crafty hut. This next one here, that's the townhouse.
I'm going to do the craft room at 1 o'clock.
Okie dokie. And then you've got the playhouse there as well, but there's also the greenhouse and the garden shed and so on. So there's 6 designs, 2 of each. XEHD37 is the product code. Now, I've got to apologise, I haven't got any made-up finished cards of the Savannah Surprise, and I haven't got the instructions here either, I've just basically got the kit. But if you love the theme of this, again, everything has been done, everything's been die cut for you, everything has been scored too.
What it actually does, Dave, is you see the 2 triangle pieces?
Yeah.
They interlock over the front,
Yep.
like so, that when you open the card, it reveals the picture of the animal.
It's like a shutter.
Inside, a bit like a shutter.
Right,
yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's basically the design of these. You've got your zebra, as you can see here. Again, enough to make 12 cards. Really beautiful. Then you've got your lions in here as well. Stunning. And everything has been printed on both sides too. So if you love everything wildlife, then you're going to absolutely love this kit. Enough to make 12, remember. Now, Joanne and Angela, sorry, you've already got yours. There's the elephant. Who doesn't love an elephant? So again, those 2 V shapes actually are the shutter that when you pull them back, it reveals the animal inside it. Lovely colorways. So you get a couple of each, and there'll be 6 different designs, so just the same as we said before. Then you've got your giraffe here too. I mean, the beautiful way that these have been coloured. Yeah, the colours are lovely, like an African sunset or sunrise. Really beautiful. So there's your giraffe, couple of giraffes. And then the actual card structure itself. That's all die cut, it all pops out. And full instructions will be included in the sheet as well. Then there's the card blanks for the zebra too. Really, really lovely. So this is your Savannah Surprise. If you fancy this one, if you love all things nature and wildlife, this will be the one for you. Only $14.99, again, enough to make 12 wildlife cards. And they're a bit different. They stand out on your craft desk as well at the local craft fair. HLHD72. Now, the stamp that we showed you earlier on, this is proving very popular because this isn't just for a card, although it can make a lovely card. It's also for, you know, mixed media and ornament purposes for home decor. You know, you could stamp this and then maybe stitch it if you wanted to do that with some cross stitch or something along those lines. Or it looks like it's been cross stitched in actual fact. $4.99 down from $7.99. You can emboss it, use your embossing powders, colour it however you choose. But a lovely big stamp for $4.99 again to make wall art. LGHD38. Now, remember, every single morning, I don't know when you normally set your alarm, when you normally wake up, but every morning, Monday through Friday, we're here from 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. with Wake Up with HobbyMaker. And this started this week. We are giving one person every single day, Monday through Friday, in the 6 o'clock show, a chance to win their basket. So if you didn't wake up this morning, set your alarm tomorrow, because somewhere between 6 and 8, when you buy something in that show, you will go into the draw and you could get the announcement a bit later on in the morning that you've won your basket. So the breakfast basket this morning has been won by Julie in West Yorkshire. Congratulations,
well done,
Julie. Well done. Whatever you bought this morning, you are going to be getting that refunded to you. You've got it, but you haven't paid a penny for it. Your basket is yours. Congratulations. We'll be in touch. You'll get an email, I'm sure, sorting that out for you. Another one to give away tomorrow. Have we got enough time for one more demo?
Yeah, I'm just sorting out my card fronts.
Right.
And let me see where I am.
Now remember, there are about 6 or 7 different concept card kits in the show. There's a
elements.
Let's have a little look.
One. There we go.
Wings of Wonder, so all things bird related. We've got Winter Wildlife, so things quite festive, robins and that sort of thing. Around the Garden penny sliders are in here as well. Delightful Roses are here. Deco Days, Butterfly Windows as well. All concept card kits. So they're all just $14.99 each. They're all on the website if you want them.
Okay. So I've got from the Home Sweet Home, and this is the card base. We're just popping this out here. Here we go. And then we have the card front. Now, you can see which one it is because you see the stripes. Mm-hmm. So you know exactly which one it is. Let's pop that out. And then I think we're going with, should we go with Home Sweet Home on this one?
Why not?
Home Sweet Home.
Well, it is the name of the collection, and
Pop
it's
that
brand
out.
new today. You're seeing it first here at Hobby.
Okay, so then we're going to do exactly as we did before. We're going to go with the roof. Okay, so this is where you decide. See, that's the back, and then do we want the stripe? No, we don't. We want the wood.
Okay.
And then we've got the wind. We're going to cover that up there. You see? Okay. So again, we'll go with pads on there, and we'll do. Well, I'm doing this a bit back to front, but you've got the instructions. Once you know how to do them, it doesn't matter which way round you do them. So
I just think they're fun. They're fun to do.
it absolutely is. So let's put the roof on there, okay? And then we have the door. And for this one, we've got a nice green door. Or we could, you see, we could have a door with that working on it.
Yeah.
Should we have that? Oh, yeah. Let's
do
go with that one. I like the brown door on there. See, the choices are amazing. Now, last time we put it flat. This time I'm going to put it raised, just to show the different ways you can do this. There we go. And this time we're going to have the door over this side. Okay. And I like the little brown window. We're going very much hardwood on this one. Okay. We'll put a pad again.
Wonder how many people's garden sheds are actually their crafty dens. How many people have converted garden sheds into craft rooms?
Quite a few, I believe. Oh, now there's so much on here. So let's remember what we did before. We're going to fold everything where you've got a score line, and then fold there, and fold.
As concept cards go, this is one of the simplest concept card kits.
It is. It's so nice. And then fold under there. And remember, we're going to raise this one. So that one's coming that way. And we're going to put some tape on the back of there. You could use glue if you were in a rush, but put a clip on it to hold it together. I've lost the end of my tape. Right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Right, okay, so tape on there.
I mean, it's like a little building project as well. It's not just, making a card. It's kind of construction, putting all the elements into the scene.
And I think if you're doing it with kids, it is like learning how to construct.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we're going that one there. Hang on. There we go. I've got a fold there that isn't folding.
And these are made from adorable scorable as well. So, bearing in mind there's lots of creasing and using bone folders, the ink isn't going to crack.
Right. Again, give it a good crease down. Let's have, on this one, we've got some grass. Let's have some grass with flowers, shall we? Or, no, grass.
Yeah.
We're going a bit more, we'll go pretty with the flowers on another one. Right, so this one, again, tape. You are going to need the red tape because you don't want anything to ping off. I really do recommend the red tape.
The red tape is the extra super sticky.
And a pokey tool.
That'll be on the website. Lots of our suppliers here at HobbyMaker sell red liner tape, including HobbyMaker.
Including Hunky-dory.
That's what I meant, sorry. Including Hunky-dory, yeah.
Okay, right, so we've got to there. And remember then we're going to fold that one back under there like so. So we want a bit of tape on this one. This one helps to give it structure to stand. So on there, put another one if you want to make it super stuck.
It's different as well. It's a break from the norm. If you normally do stamping, embossing, and you're thinking, oh, I do the same thing all the time, this is a little bit different. It's certainly different compared to the normal Hunky-dory card kits.
It absolutely is. So there we go with that. So then our door is going to go on, and the front is going to go on here. See, I'm rushing a bit, but you'll have all the time in the world to do yours and plan out what you're going to do. I spend more time dithering about which one I'm going to make than actually making it. There we go. Very indecisive when it comes to choosing. When you get so many lovely options, it's so hard.
It's lovely that you get more than one. You get 2 of each design.
2 of each one.
I know lots of you have gone for 2 sets, so in that case you'll have 4 of each of them. That would be just under £30.
So again, there we go. And let's put, we'll put Home Sweet Home on the front. There we go, on there. And then we are going to just then build up. So, is it, oh, how about the lawnmower? Think he's doing the lawn? Let's do the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to go for a bit of glue just for quickness, because I know we're running out of time.
Now, we have got the construction glue available, 6 bottles, which hopefully should last you quite a while. Only $11.99 for the hero product that Pauline just raves and raves and raves about. And she's got so many of you into that glue. I know glue isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but when you have got a glue that works so well, you want to stick with it, and it's in stock. And that isn't always the case. Sometimes it does sell out. So YEHD04, 6 bottles of the construction glue for $11.99. I've just been told we don't have masses of stock of it. So if you know you're going to run out in the next week or 2, stock up today. It may not be here in a couple of weeks.
Right, I've put 1 pad on the wheel of the bike.
Yep.
And I just want to make sure, I might move that over, but what we're going to do is put that, so the one wheel is that I'm actually going to move my lawnmower over a little bit. So, you know, we've got a go-getting family. They're going to mow the lawn. They're going to, actually, do you know what? I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to pop that back there. We're going to pop that on there like so. See, choices. But I do think that they would have a topiary tree.
You think they
outside the door? I certainly do. So we're going to pop a topiary tree there, and okay. And then, obviously, then you will do your greeting and everything else. Again, bend, and it will stand up.
Perfect. So you can make 12 of these cards. Remember, it's a mixture of things like beach huts, garden sheds, houses, craft huts. There's 6 different designs, 2 of each, plus the envelopes. They're just fun to put together, they really are. XEHD37, and don't forget all the other concept card collections we've got for you. Different themes are listed on the website right now. Well done to Julie in the West Midlands who won her basket. We'll do another one of those giveaways tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Sewing Street and Jewellery Maker are coming up soon, and then we're back at 1 o'clock this afternoon, aren't we? So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your concept cards. See you a bit later.